Modern-day Israel has some of the most revered Christian holy sites, but the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, said to be the tomb of Jesus, is the most important. After centuries of water deterioration and structural damage, scientists began a long-overdue renovation of the tomb in October 2016. Beneath a marble slab removed for the first time in hundreds of years, a never-before-seen discovery was found. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. The narrations within the New Testament intricately detail the construction of Jesus' tomb in close proximity to the site of his crucifixion, meticulously designed to enshroud both his mortal remains and the noble cross upon which he met his tragic fate. Despite the relentless endeavors of archaeologists, the precise location of this sacred burial ground remains an enigma, shrouded in the mists of time, while the annals of history resound with unwavering certainty regarding the hallowed significance of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, a revered beacon of faith and pilgrimage today. Steeped in the annals of ancient history, around the epoch of 326 CE, the illustrious Roman Emperor Constantine the Great orchestrated the grand inauguration of the first church on the very sanctified grounds that cradled the divine mysteries of Christ's life and resurrection, destined to serve as a sanctuary not only for his imperial majesty, but also as a custodian of the profound spiritual heritage woven into the fabric of Christianity. Commencing on a poignant quest engendered by an imperial decree, Helena, the venerable mother of Constantine, embarked upon a sacred mission to unearth the elusive resting place of Jesus, rekindling the embers of a past discovery with the guiding light of Bishop Eusebius illuminating her path towards the venerated sepulchre. From its inception by Emperor Constantine's mother to the enduring impact of the Crusaders, each chapter in its narrative has contributed to the intricate tapestry of reverence that cloaks this revered sanctuary. In 1555, Franciscan monks took a significant step to safeguard the sanctity of the tomb by sealing its entrance. With solemn reverence, they carefully positioned a sturdy marble slab over the ancient limestone tomb, shielding it from the touch of eager pilgrims who sought a connection to the hallowed resting place of Jesus. This act of guardianship effectively closed the tomb off from direct access, preserving its sacred aura for generations to come. As the centuries unfolded, the sealed tomb stood as a silent sentinel to history, its mysteries shrouded in the veils of time. However, the allure of discovery beckoned archaeologists to delve deeper into the enigmatic depths of the tomb, driven by a quest to unearth tangible evidence that could shed light on the historical authenticity of Jesus' burial within these revered walls. Their aspirations to explore further and excavate the tomb's secrets kindled a renewed interest in unlocking the ancient mysteries that lay dormant beneath the surface, sparking a dialogue between faith, history, and the relentless pursuit of truth. The intricate dance of restoration at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre unfolded against a backdrop of centuries-old traditions and interwoven custodial responsibilities. The challenge of modernizing this revered site, steeped in the echoes of history, proved to be a formidable task, mired in the complexities of shared ownership among the Roman Catholic, Armenian Apostolic, and Greek Orthodox denominations. Each custodian, bound by faith and tradition, held a stake in the preservation of the Church's sanctity, leading to a labyrinth of discussions and disagreements that often stalled progress. Central to this long-standing debate was the enigmatic presence of the cedar staircase from Lebanon, affectionately known as the immovable ladder. For over 2.5 centuries, this seemingly innocuous object stood as a symbol of the Church's enduring mysteries, defying attempts at removal despite ongoing deliberations. The priests, entrusted with the spiritual guardianship of this sacred space, eventually resolved to embark on a purification ritual, setting aside their differences in pursuit of a shared goal. As they undertook this solemn act, veiled in uncertainty yet guided by faith, they remained unaware of the profound revelations that the future might hold within the hallowed confines of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. In 1947, iron scaffolding encased the Ottoman edicule under British colonial rule, a protective embrace against impending collapse. Nearly 7 decades later, in 2016, a transformative initiative surfaced to safeguard the revered site of Jesus' tomb. Led by scholars from the University of Athens, This restoration project not only aimed to revive the edifice but also undertook a profound archaeological exploration within the sacred chambers, seeking to unearth hidden truths veiled by time. This ambitious endeavor at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre epitomized the fusion of preservation and discovery as researchers meticulously excavated to reveal the secrets enshrined within. This pivotal excavation not only marked a milestone in biblical archaeology but also kindled a fervent quest to authenticate the historical narrative bound within the sacred walls, offering a glimpse into the intersection of faith, scholarship, and the enduring pursuit of truth. The lingering uncertainty surrounding the authenticity of the edicule as the resting place of Jesus cast a shadow of doubt over the minds of scientists, exacerbated by the tumultuous history of war conflicts and natural calamities that had marred the sacred site. The annals of time bore witness to the devastation wrought upon Jerusalem during the First Jewish-Roman War in 70 A.D., a cataclysm that obliterated the landscape shortly after Jesus' passing, leaving scant physical remnants to corroborate historical accounts. The discovery of 2 crucifixion nails, one unearthed near Jerusalem in 1968 and the other in Italy in 2018, offered fleeting glimpses into the tangible markers of Roman practices, underscoring the scarcity of concrete evidence from Jesus' era. Amidst this uncertainty, the narrative of Jesus' burial within the edicule remained layered with doubt, shaped by cycles of destruction and reconstruction. As conservation efforts addressed mold, water damage, and structural decay, nearby excavations hinted at findings that could reshape understanding of this sacred site. In the 1970s, excavations revealed that the Holy Sepulchre's architecture concealed traces of an earlier religion. Centuries before Christianity took hold, Emperor Hadrian had erected a Roman temple honoring Jupiter or Venus atop what later became revered as Jesus' tomb. This fact, uncovered by Helena and Eusebius, added complexity to the site's spiritual significance and highlighted a legacy of religious transition and imperial influence. Archaeologist and Franciscan priest Virgilio Canio Corbo led the 1970s excavations and proposed that the church compound overlapped with Hadrian's original construction, suggesting continuity of location. Though initially met with skepticism, Corbo's theory gained traction with new findings supporting the possibility that the site indeed housed Jesus' tomb. His work emphasized the delicate balance between archaeological interpretation and faith-driven history, each new discovery adding depth to the enduring mystery. Further excavations unearthed ancient rock tombs and traces of a limestone quarry linked to Constantine's church, dating to 326 AD findings that aligned with biblical accounts and reinforced the site's historical importance. Yet, questions persisted about the tomb's placement. While the Bible indicates it was outside Jerusalem's city walls, its current location within the Old City raised doubts. However, researchers later determined that the city's walls had expanded over centuries, meaning the original church stood outside them at the time of Jesus' death, preserving the scriptural context. In a pivotal move, the custodial monks approved a restoration project by a team from Athens, provided the site's integrity was protected. This marked the beginning of a comprehensive restoration, accompanied by renewed archaeological focus within and around the edicule. Anticipation hung heavy in the air as scientists and monks alike awaited with bated breath for the unveiling of what lay beneath. With unwavering dedication, the team embarked on a marathon endeavor within the hallowed halls of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, toiling ceaselessly for 60 consecutive hours spanning October 25 and 26, delicately maneuvering the massive slab with utmost precision. As the team finally lifted the imposing marble slab, a pregnant silence enveloped the chamber. Expectations were tempered with a sense of uncertainty. Would this act reveal a hidden truth or merely reinforce the age-old enigma that cloaked this revered site? Beneath the familiar marble slab laid by Franciscan monks in 1555, researchers uncovered a second, older slab. This weathered gray stone, long hidden from view, bore a simple yet beautifully etched cross, its presence sparking intense curiosity about the history concealed within the tomb. The discovery of this second slab ignited debate among scholars. The engraved cross raised questions about its origins, some attributing it to crusaders, while others suggested it could date back to the 10th century or even earlier. To determine the age of the stone and tomb, The researchers swiftly collected rock samples for analysis. Within 2 days, fragments were sent off for scientific testing. The next step was slow but essential, a year-long wait as laboratories prepared to analyze the materials using advanced dating techniques. During this time, archaeologist Martin Biddle made strides in examining the Holy Sepulchre using modern tools like robotic cameras and thermal imaging. Beyond the slabs and the mortar, the walls of the tomb offered one final revelation: ancient inscriptions carved in Greek and Latin. These time-worn messages told stories of past visitors, their prayers etched into the stone as records of devotion. They were remnants of a spiritual legacy left behind by early Christians, bridging millennia with their hopes and invocations. The tomb itself had become more than a burial place. It was a living archive of faith, memory, and reverence, connecting present-day seekers to the spiritual echoes of the past. As the excavation progressed, a collection of religious artifacts surfaced from the tomb's depths, each item bearing silent witness to centuries of devotion. Among them were fragments of ancient crosses and pottery, evidence of spiritual rituals and daily life long intertwined. The restoration project embraced modern technology as a means of preserving the past. Using advanced imaging techniques like 3D scanning, the team captured detailed digital models of the tomb structure. Ground-penetrating radar revealed subsurface features without disturbing the fragile layers of history. This fusion of tradition and innovation allowed for respectful exploration while safeguarding the tomb's sanctity. Preserving the site posed challenges. The team had to carefully balance the application of modern conservation techniques with the need to maintain access for worship and pilgrimage. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre continues to attract pilgrims from across the world, travelers drawn to the blend of history, reverence, and spiritual meaning. Within its walls, they retrace the steps of countless others who have sought connection with the divine. The ongoing restoration, guided by this profound responsibility, aimed not only to protect the structure but to enhance the experience for future pilgrims. Every restored brick, every conserved fresco reflected a commitment to honoring the site's enduring legacy. In parallel with the physical excavation, researchers turned to early Christian texts and historical accounts. These ancient writings offered valuable insight into the rituals, beliefs, and historical context of the tomb. They provided clarity and inspiration, helping the team understand the spiritual layers behind the physical remnants they were uncovering. The discoveries made throughout the restoration process have far-reaching implications. Each artifact and inscription contributes to a deeper, more nuanced understanding of the site. Scholars now find themselves at a pivotal moment where long-held beliefs are being reconsidered in light of new evidence. These findings challenge old assumptions and invite fresh perspectives on the story of Jesus and early Christianity. The success of the project has paved the way for future exploration. Archaeologists and historians are planning additional studies throughout the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, aiming to discover more artifacts and broaden the historical narrative. These endeavors hold the promise of deepening our understanding of one of Christianity's most sacred places. Public interest in the site has grown significantly. Museums and educational institutions are creating programs and exhibits to share these findings with the world, allowing more people to appreciate the intersection of faith, history, and archaeology represented by the Church of the Holy Sepulchre.